Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. This is gonna be a short stream because in a few hours or maybe a few minutes, I'll be taking my PS5 to the other side of the house where there is a TV there too. Um, where you usually see me at through camera. I was wrong. Uh, I for I wasn't aware. I forgot. Trump Care isn't very popular, so. And the reason why it's not popular is because nobody likes it. Not even the Republicans themselves. Like, and here's the problem. If it don't get accepted, not only us the people will be forced to pay for our healthcare insurance, and of course my Medicaid will be having to get paid for somewhat if Trump Care gets in there. But as long as Trump Care is not in there, maybe my Medicaid will have to be start being paid for by my dad. But like, if Trump gear don't get accepted, they're just using his ass. He's as soon as they decide to say, "Okay, you're useless. Get out of here. You made us our money," because a lot of the majority of Republicans, such as Ted Cruz, um, a few of the new ones that Trump replaced with, they're the ones making the money, not Trump. As soon as Trump ends up with that money, they will say, "Get out of here, give us our money." That's all it is. They're using him. He thought he was using the Republican colleagues, huh? They were using him. And he has been lying to everyone who already knows that he was lying. So, by the time Trump gets taken out, he'd be a bigger target. And the other Republican colleagues that he had, who weren't his colleagues, they were pretending to be his colleagues. Well, let's just say that won't do so well. But I will be, what I'll do is, when I make my next stream, which will be happening soon, sooner than expected, I'll probably finish off getting the evolutions on stream and reacting to the evolutions of how cool and how ooh, you know. I don't know if you've seen Beal Starmon, but Beal Starmon, man, showing underboob, man, that was crazy. That's crazy. Okay, who would have ever thought? Because apparently she is a new Digimon because of the new anime. I believe it's Beat Break, but if you search a different way, it's a different call in a similar way, but different direction. Um, and at the moment, I cannot use my phone because this is, in fact, the third year of my phone from the cable company, of course, which is a franchise, by the way, a real franchise. AT&T is a franchise, but the way they work is different. Spectrum, they'll let you know saying if you had the phone for 3 years, we recommend that you upgrade. Why do they recommend you upgrade? If you have issues, they'll tell you you have to upgrade. It's the best to upgrade. So that's why I might have to wait until January next year to get a new phone. Or sometime after January next year. Or sometimes before, way, way after. Because I'm trying to get Monster Hunter Stories 3, but if I'm not able to get Hunter Stories 3 now as pre-order, I may have to upgrade my phone first and then probably wait until my birthday. And there's a high chance I might not be able to get any games because I learned that if Obamacare is taken out, every single person, even people like me who have no option, no way to pay for it, I have to rely on my family. Well, yeah, my dad's gonna end up having to probably somewhat pay a little bit from my Medicaid because Medicaid will still exist. Medicare will still exist. It's just Obamacare, the key to help Medicaid and Medicare, which Trump wants to put his in there to increase the price of Medicaid and Medicare. Um, but I've forgotten so many times because I was so focused on the negative things in life, and I do apologize to a lot of people. I was wrong. But at least I'm not wrong about this, and I'm going to tell you guys this. Now, if since Obamacare is going to expire next year, that means everybody, not in the government, not just in the government, but people here in the city, regular citizens, people who are Republican colleagues, they're going to be forced to spend more than what they usually spend because a lot of the majority of Republican colleagues have Medicare. They don't want to tell you that, but they have Medicare. The people that work for Trump, they have Medicare. Like, hello, Ted Cruz. Hello. Uh, yeah, the reason why I say hello, Ted Cruz, is because that guy still decided to go ahead and go along with the plan. Oh, and Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio. Rubio. Gerardo Rubio. Marco Rubio. You know, I say Marco Rubio. I know he's like, what, Cuban or something, or Dominican. He's Cuban. There we go. I'm Puerto Rican. Half Puerto Rican, fully New Yorker because I was born here in New York. Here. But it don't matter if I'm Puerto Rican or not. Because if I was fully Puerto Rican, it wouldn't matter either. Because Puerto Rico is part together with New York. They're together here. You know? They're together with New York. Meaning, if Trump tried to sever our ties with him, think about it. He hasn't been severing our ties. He's been pissing a lot of countries off by putting tariffs. A man who don't know how tariffs work. I learned how tariffs work. If anyone are interested in knowing how I know how tariffs work, I know everybody else may already know, but how did I find out? A friend of the family. First of all, he makes a tariff that is bad. Okay? Then he puts it pending if the government does not accept it. It stays pending. Afterwards, it goes through, right? And then prices spike because a lot of the things that are getting pricey are the things that come from other countries. Like everything we got here comes from the country. And a lot of these farms are having issues regardless. Why? Because they can't grow their crops. They can't afford to buy crops to grow. What? Well, you said you voted for Trump too, you little farmer. That's your mistake, man. That's your mistake. A lot of people made a mistake, and a lot of them are regretting it. It's just I have a family friend who still believes Trump is right. Well, we'll wait and see. Because if Trump care don't get accepted regardless, that friend of ours is going to have to pay even more. Ho, 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 ho. I guarantee you she probably has a random insurance, health insurance. And she's an old lady, but like I've been trying to tell her over and over, Trump is bad and nothing is gonna go through. I didn't realize what I said way back, that anything Trump goes to try and put through won't go through. I was just so, so distracted by the negative energy around me in this reality in the house, because I'm so focused on my mom. I'm focused watching the news, and I see something and I think, oh, wait a minute, did Trump do that? Nah, Trump didn't do that. It's just expiring. Every healthcare insurance has a contract, right? Just like when Sony makes a contract with either Sega or with Microsoft making a contract with Sega, once that contract is over, they have the rights to take back the game. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that as an example. But I'll be back soon because I am feeling much better. Before I had norovirus, but I'm better. All right, guys. See you soon.